Friends, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I hope that you will consider subscribing. I currently upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday with bonus uploads in between. I also have two other channels if you're interested. I have a vlog channel, which I always link down below. I also have a reselling channel. So one of my part-time jobs is I resell clothing, shoes, handbags, jewelry on Poshmark, eBay, and Amazon. So if you're interested in like a side job or you want to know more about reselling, I always link that channel down below. I am finally trying the Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadows. This is my first time ever trying Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadows. I know I am like, what, 2 years late to the game at this point. I picked this up a long time ago for the last Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I can't remember which day it was where they had Kylie Cosmetics on sale. I went into the store. I did a whole video trying out the concealer and what are they called? Velvet lipsticks. I'll leave a link to that video down below, but I had not tried the eyeshadow. So in this video, I'm going to zoom you in. We're going to go back in time. I have on minimal makeup and my pajamas, and we're going to try this together and see how I feel. I bought all this with my own money, not sponsored, and probably based on the videos I've done, I would never be sponsored by Kylie Cosmetics or be on their PR list, which I think is kind of petty. Just because someone says the truth and maybe they don't like everything, I don't know. There are a lot of brands that will take you off their PR list or never put you on because you're not like emphatically like blessing them. But anyways, let's zoom in. Let's go. Grab a snack. Stick around to the end. I'll tell you my thoughts. Well, I look a lot different than the intro, don't I? So we have the palette here. I have on foundation and brows. That's it. Nothing else. So let's jump into it. I just realized I don't know the name of this palette. If you guys know, let me know down below. I know this came out as part of a collection because, you know, they have 50 million collections, but I don't actually know the name of the palette. But it's my favorite color scheme, purple. My favorite colors to put on my eyes are purple because it's my favorite color, pink and green. So I wanted to try to use every color in here, but I don't think that would look very cute. So we'll probably stick to like this light pink. I'll show you close-ups because my lights are kind of washing it out. Light pink, lilac, deep purple, lighter purple, and then shimmery purple. Okay, let's just jump into it. Let's do a swatch. We're going to swatch Wine and Dine, which is this deep purple shade. Looks nice on the skin. It's very powdery. Oh, it's pretty pigmented. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's do this shade, Turning Violet. I love purple. Anybody else's favorite color purple? I love it. Oh, that's pretty. I mean, they're powdery, but they're pressed powder, so you can expect them to be powdery. So, all right, let's jump in. I'll probably speed through some of this because I take a long time blending my eyeshadow. I should put on eyeshadow primer. I never do eyeshadow without eyeshadow primer, but we'll just give it a try, just for review purposes. And usually I'll put some type of concealer on the eye to make things really pop. But I think since it's the first time, let's just try this in its raw form. Let's put Wine and Dine in the crease. It would be helpful if I had a mirror. By the way, I'm still in my PJs. Picked this PJ setup from TJ Maxx. This is one of the joys of living alone. You can wear like kind of grandma. I say grandma, it's not really grandma. Like comfy PJ sets. But then when you live with somebody, you gotta like look cute. Hold on, I'll be back. All right, so let's take Wine and Dine right here and put it in the crease. There is a lot of fallout, but as I said, friends, there's a lot of fallout in any powder shades I've noticed, or pressed powders. I know you're not supposed to pull your eye. I just lightly touch it. Ooh, I like the pigmentation. I mean, it's not super like bam in your face, but it's showing up, and it's not, there's not much fallout when I apply it to the eye. When I put the brush in the actual shadow, there's a lot of fallout. But when I put it on the eye, it's not bad. It's blending very nicely too. I'll probably show you a close-up of the fallout, but good Lord, there's a lot of fallout. Like I don't like that when the other colors start falling into the other colors around it. But when I put it on the eye, not much fallout at all. Isn't that interesting? How different applications affect the formula differently? I mean, it makes sense, but That's why I don't like to just see people swatch with their fingers, because I'm like, well, I want to know how it actually applies to the eye, because the way it swatches on your finger and on your hand may be different from the way it applies to the eye. But so far I'm liking, what's the color called? Wine and Dine. All right, honestly, friends, I would love to do like a cut crease, like 50 million colors on the eyes, but reality is I have a full-time job and I have to work today, and I have a couple of like WebEx meetings where I'm going to be on camera with like 50 people, so I can't go too crazy. If you're new around here, I love like colorful, in-your-face eye looks, cut creases, all that stuff, but shouldn't say unfortunately, but fortunately I have a corporate job, so I can't go too crazy, so I think I'm going to keep it kind of basic. I mean, this is still a lot of makeup for me to wear to work. I go like basic AF. Did I just say that? I did. Basic AF to work. I'll probably have to tone it down after I'm done filming. I think what we'll do is put lilac on the inner corner, turning violet on the middle of the lid, or the outer corner maybe, and then amethyst in the center. Let's do that. Inner corner look really bright. I don't know, I just like the way it shapes my eye, putting a lighter color on the inner corner. I feel like it just opens up my eyes, because my eyes are kind of tiny. Actually, my eyes are big, but I don't know, friends. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just like the way it looks on my eyes. Because I actually have very big eyes, so I don't know what I'm talking about. My eyes can open up pretty wide. All right, I did a little bit more than just the inner corner, but I like it. There was not much fallout, friends, which is so interesting, because when you touch your brush on it, this one doesn't have as much fallout. Lilac doesn't have as much as Wine and Dine. I don't know, they're a little inconsistent. But when you put them on the eyes, pigmented, blends really well. So now let's put amethyst on the inner corner. I'm using a different brush for all of this, just because they're new. Just want to see how they blend, not mix them up with anything else. So there's 4 shimmer shades. So 4 shimmer shades and 5 matte powdery shades. So amethyst is one of the shimmers. Ooh, that almost has an iridescent look. I feel like if you put some setting spray on that, oh, that is really pretty. You guys see that? I have you as zoomed in as I can get you. That is pretty. I like that. Friends, I've put on my purple Fashion Nova sweater. I did a haul on why that's my last Fashion Nova haul. If you want to see that, link down below to match the eyeshadow. We have liner and lashes on. Let's use Kylie concealer. I have the shade Chai. I've been using this I think for like 3 months now, every day. So, well, that's not true. Not every day, a couple days a week, so that I could give you guys an update on it. I do like it. So every concealer I put on creases eventually. It's just, that's how it happens for me. It's just, things are gonna settle into your fine lines. You can just help not make it as apparent by baking and doing different things and using setting sprays. But I find that this one starts to break up on me a little bit faster than I would like. It's inevitable, it's gonna happen. So I've been trying to do the technique where you put your concealer on. I don't do it super even. Again, this is a lot of makeup for me to be going to work. And I just let it sit on the skin for like 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll bake, sometimes I don't. Everybody shouldn't be baking, friends. I have oily skin, but right under my eyes is a little bit dry, so I don't really like baking. I will lightly powder the area once it sets into the skin, so I'm just gonna wait 10 minutes. So I don't dislike this concealer, but it's just not my favorite. Does that make sense? It's not my favorite, but I don't dislike it. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. There's other concealers out there I want to try, but yeah, it's not bad. I think if you have more normal or dry skin, this is probably better for you. I don't know why, but my under eye area is pretty dry, but I just noticed it starts breaking up. Also, if you have a lot of fine lines under your eyes like I do, maybe you don't like this, let me know. I'm sure some of you have tried this concealer. Let me know your thoughts down below. The coverage is pretty good. It's nice once I pack it on. I have to put a lot of it on to get, I like full bright under eyes, full coverage, and this is more like medium coverage. So I'm gonna let this sit, blend it in, and then we have some Kylie, what are these called? Lip paints? Velvet liquid lipsticks to put on. Okay, concealer's been sitting on the skin for like 5 minutes. Gonna use my Tati Beauty Blendiful to blend this in. If you haven't seen the reviews on this, I used it, I washed it for like a week or two. I'll leave a link to that video down below. Just going to press this into the skin. And you guys can kind of see, well, hopefully you can see, it shears out a lot when you start blending it in, like a lot. Like almost to the point where I feel like I should add more because it's not giving me the amount of coverage I like. But, like I said, if you don't like a very full coverage under eye concealer, you might like this. It's kind of deceiving, like when you put it on and you let it sit, it looks full coverage, but as soon as you start to blend it out, it goes, I don't want to say sheer, but it's just like, honestly, it's more like light to medium coverage. And it just, I feel like it emphasizes my fine lines. I do not like applying it with Blendiful. Blendiful is great. It makes things look like, you know, they're blended into your skin, but it almost blends this concealer out a little too much because like I said, it goes sheer and it's really pushing it into those fine lines. So it's not Blendiful's fault. I think it's actually Blendiful being too good of a blender, and the concealer is just like, bye girl. So yeah, no. Let's continue to press this in. And then also it's not the proper shade for me. So what I like to do is take my foundation brush around the edges to blend that in to the foundation so I don't look like I look right now. Friends, I kind of messed up. So I put blush on, did some under eye. I mixed the Kylie Velvet lipsticks in Jordy and Dazzle. I picked these up when they were on sale for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Girl, I look crazy. So I put Jordy on the outer part of my lip, and then I put Dazzle on the inner part, but no, nay. I look insane. The color's not bad, but with this eye look, I don't think I can use any of the Kylie Velvet colors. No. I'll be back. Let me go fix this. Okay, friends, we have finished the lip. We are fully made up. These videos always take me so long to film because I talk too much. Let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. First time trying Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadows. I like it. It surprised me. I mean, pigmented. We'll see how it wears. I'll probably update you on Instagram on how this wears throughout the day, probably in like a week or two, because I'll keep using it now. But initial first impressions, applied nicely. It's pigmented. I don't like the amount of fallout that happens in the palette, but I didn't experience that on the eyes. But I feel like the ultimate test for me is pigmentation and how well it wears. So we will see. I'm about to film like 5 videos. So you're going to see this look in like a lot of videos coming up. So we will see how this wears throughout the day. I think full price this palette was $49. It was either like $45 or $49. I got it on sale, so I think I paid $15 or $20. To me, this is worth $20. $49? Even $40? I don't know. We'll see. I think I just have to see how it wears. But I do like all of the shades in here. I would use all of them, probably except Stone. Probably wouldn't use that very often, but I mean, for 3, 6, 9 shadows, $49. We'll see how it wears. I really like the packaging. I like the eyes on it with the drippy drips. I don't know what that is. Is she crying? Is she like bleeding makeup? I don't know. I like the packaging, but definitely worth the 15 to 20 bucks I spent. Again, I bought this on, It was either I'm pretty sure it was Cyber Monday or Black Friday. So it was like when they had that huge like 50% off. Oh no, I bought this on Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So this was really discounted. I think it was like 20 bucks. So I think this full price is $40. I don't know if it's worth 40. We'll see. But I'm pleasantly surprised by it. Concealer, probably I know I won't repurchase it. It shears out too much for me. It settles into my fine lines a little bit too much, more than I would like. So it's not bad, but I'm not going to be repurchasing it. I do really like the Velvet lipsticks. They're just the shades. The shades that I picked up are wild for my skin tone. Jordy, Dazzle, and Surprise Me. I have to do a very neutral eye look to wear these. Maybe I'll pick up some other shades because I do like the formula. So pleasantly surprised, friends. So far, I like the eyeshadow. Make sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up so you can catch any updates I do. You can check out my most recent video right here.